MiiddayWithJoe.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard. Or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair.
Midday with Joe.
All right, it's time for Midday with Joe. Joe Martone is in the room, ready to have our midday.
We're ready to deliver. You heard of midwives, mid-Joe. Here we go. I got you covered.
Now, I'm going to tell you the topic.
But of course you will.
But I'm also going to tell you that I would like a little bit of a detour before we get started down the road.
Oh, that's easy for me. Heck, okay. Yes.
So let me tell you the topic, and don't comment on it until we get to it, because I want the detour to happen first. Okay. The topic is
what?
You can go buy magic tricks at a magic store, right? Okay. But did you know this actually, just like with records, a top 10? So I have the top 10 this week, most popularly sold magic tricks. And I'll tell you what they are. So now the detour. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I didn't make a comment on it.
I'm gonna comment on
the my Starbucks coffee this morning from the mall, and I was good. So let's go.
But before we do that, I wanted you to tell us what you know about the Tron ride that we had in the news this morning.
It is very hush-hush. So far, so good. It's coming in logically, I guess, the summer of next year, 2019. The railroad is going to be closed approximately December 13th, but it'll be there to look at. If you want for ops, they're going to have picture ops. They're going to pull it up there so you can get close and personal with it, I guess, you know. So, because it can't go through a 3/4 loop and turn around and come back. It's not a trolley train. So, I don't know why they can put in reverse and do that. That would have made sense to me. But,
exactly.
But anyway.
Well, maybe because they like the engine to always be in front.
In the front, I guess. Yeah.
And it's right before the Christmas season. You'd think they would keep the train up during the Christmas season and do it the first of the year.
We're talking Disney here now. Remember this now. You know, so, and they want to make it so it coincides with the 50th anniversary. They want it up and running in 2021. And I guess that's 50 years, right? 71 it opened.
Wow.
So imagine that, 50 years already.
Gosh.
I remember in Vietnam. I was in Vietnam when Disney opened in 71. I went, ooh, ooh, ooh.
But everything seems like it's going to be done in the summer of next year, or no? Am I wrong with that?
No, that's what they're saying. Summer of next year. Yeah, it's going to be right there. But it's like they did Toy Story Land.
Right.
They're going to have a special section next to Tomorrowland and the Space Mountain just for Tron.
Wow.
So we're going to have a whole new section. It is phenomenal. If you go to, what was it? Where's that land it is now? In
Tomorrowland?
No, overseas. The Disney.
Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Yeah.
You can go online and see it in Shanghai what it looks like. You won't understand anything, but you could,
nice.
It is.
Cool.
It is phenomenal.
And so not only are they temporarily closing the railroad, they're also temporarily closing the race car drive thing.
Right, and they said it's not. It's gonna. I'm a little vague on this. The road itself is going to be moved around a little bit, or it's going to be there intact. I don't know yet.
Huh.
But as it comes along, pictures.
So, and what is Tron? You're on like a motorcycle type
of a two-wheel. It's a two-wheel ride. You sit it and you lean forward, and there's like two or three in a row. I think two in a row on either side, and you go.
And where do you go? I mean, where are you?
Inside roller coaster.
Oh,
indoor roller coaster, all the lights and up. But the ride itself is stunning to look at, and the way the wheels are made. Oh yeah, it is outstanding.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, very, very futuristic. It almost looks like the movie Tron from years ago.
Wow.
Come to life. That's how well they've done it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So and you sit on, but you don't sit straight up. So if you can't bend over it like this, bend over, you won't fit.
Okay.
Now, if you're a Rotusk person, big. If you can't bend, you can't get on. Basically, you can't get on the ride. I don't think you'd be able to. To bend over.
I better lose weight so I can do this.
Yeah. Well, if you have a little bit of a belly, I think you can. But if you got a big belly, bulge, bubble belly, I call it bubble belly, big bubble belly.
You don't have one of those.
Then you won't be able. You have to lean.
You don't have.
So I haven't heard of any weight restrictions. I haven't heard any height restrictions yet so far. So I don't, I haven't heard anything. They're largely height, short wise, but I'm talking about tall wise.
Right.
Heard anything? There's been roller coasters I've been too big to get on, height wise.
Oh my!
So yeah. It was like, well, the height you go at 6. If it says 6'5" is the max, and you're 6'4", don't go on it. I'm sorry, that inch does not know. It doesn't work.
Oh, it hurts.
It hurts.
Oh my!
It hurts where it shouldn't.
You hit your head.
Wow.
That's not where it hurt. Okay.
What?
Yes.
All right. So you ready?
Yes.
Now these are the top 10 magic tricks right now.
Right now.
Next week will be different. All right. Number 10. You ready?
Bending spoon.
I never even knew there was a top 10.
Bending spoon is not in it?
It might be on here.
Oh.
But number 10 is a trick called post-mentalism. The word post because
it's after, yes.
It's a prediction that shows up in the mail. You have a little mailbox there, and there's the mailbox, and the prediction is in the mailbox.
Right.
Something somebody else tells you, and you predicted it in advance. It shows up in the mailbox.
And there it is.
The trick sells for $29.95 if you want to buy it.
No.
Now, would you know how to do that without?
It would take a little thinking on it. I made a joke.
All right, that's number 10.
That's what you call having somebody that you already know that's already in the audience and you play people and all that.
The next one is called Balloon School.
The Balloon School, where you stick a pin through the balloon and it doesn't bust?
It is a whole list of tricks, yes, that you can do with a balloon.
Well, I'll give that one. Want me to give one away over the air?
Yeah, go ahead.
You get a balloon and you get what do you call it? A needle, long knitting needle, thin, long knitting needle.
Uh-huh.
And you hand somebody the balloon, and they go, boom, and it breaks. Then you take your balloon out and you push it through, and it comes out the other side. And you look at it and say, see? And you pull it out, and then, or you leave it in there, and you say, hey, all done, and you walk away.
Right.
Well, the trick is your balloon has 2 pieces of tape, regular tape. You get the invisible tape, and you put it on there. When you push the needle through the tape, the membranes are held together by the glue of the tape, and the balloon doesn't go boom. And it comes up the other side.
Oh, how cool is that? I got to try this.
There you go. You can try that.
Here's
I probably won't.
When we hear a boom later on, Larry, we'll know what it is.
There are several tricks in
you
this
got to
one.
hit the tape on the other side, too.
This trick costs $49.95, and let me tell you what it has in addition to what you just said. It does have a non-popping balloon.
There you go.
It also has the dollar bill that was signed ends up inside of a balloon that the spectator actually blows up and ties.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
A dollar bill that was signed is in the balloon.
Wow.
How do you do that?
I'm not saying.
Oh,
I'm not going to give them all away. Come on.
All right,
Good magician.
That's a $50. That's a $50.
That's a $50 one.
All right. The next,
so simple.
The number 8 trick.
The number 8 trick.
Yes, cost $19.95.
Hey, that's a cheap trick for $8.
It's the impossible floating coin trick.
That's done with the concave mirror. You hold a bowl and it looks like it's floating inside there.
I don't know. The routine takes. Let's see. When you pull it off, it's a moment when you remember why you got into magic in the first place.
The floating coin trick.
I don't know which one they're talking about.
That?
I don't know.
It says there's a bit of a setup, no getting around it, but one good point is that after the first time, it becomes much quicker with a little practice.
Okay, so that's a different one.
Takes a little bit of sleight of hand.
That's a different one. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Next.
Oh, people do this on the streets of Las Vegas.
I bet they do.
Yes,
Floating coin is precise.
There's that $8 trick again, Larry.
That's right.
Wow, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's legal there on the streets, too. I didn't know that.
1995. Okay.
Wow. Vegas has changed over the years. On the street.
All right, this one.
$8 trick.
Listen to this one.
Yes.
Listen to this one.
Yes.
This one is $9.99.
We're down to 7 now?
This is a cool one. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a cool one.
I don't know.
This is a playing card that will fly around the spectator like a hummingbird.
I've seen that done, yes.
Oh,
What the heck?
What is that?
It's a bird. It's a bird.
$9.99 is what it is.
Yeah.
And it flies backwards like
Hummer's
a
whirling card. A playing card floats and flies around your participant like a hummingbird.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to see it to believe it.
It's unbelievable.
How cool
At
is
night.
that?
How does it fly?
Through the air around you.
You won't tell.
I'm not telling it on the air. No, it's not fair.
I'm looking at the video. This girl's really amazed. Okay.
Yeah, you said this.
Right. Hey.
You got to be quick.
Number 6. The 6 most popular magic tricks sold today in magic trick stores.
Magic trick stores. Wow, that's what they're calling them now.
$29.95.
Oh, went up.
Learning card magic is like building a house. Everything starts with a strong foundation.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is a card trick kit. It gives you a whole arsenal of different card tricks.
Oh, I'm not good at card tricks, and that's not my forte. No.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I've got a deck. My dad gave me a deck of cards from a long time ago, and I still haven't mastered it. I don't have the fingers to do it.
Oh my!
It's not. I'm not like Penn and Teller. Penn is a big man. And he's got big hands, but yet he can manipulate those cards nice. I am not one of those people. I cannot do it.
Well, I think that's part of what this supposedly teaches you is how to manipulate the cards.
I cannot do that. I never was able to.
Right, that was number 6.
I just like when they fan the cards out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Right, number 5 is another $50 one. This is called the
$50 one.
It's a guerrilla course in performing impromptu magic. Oh, it's a whole list of them.
Oh, okay. Impromptu magic. Yes,
it's got the ticker taker trick, the quick silver trick, the sponge napkin trick.
The sponge napkin.
Yeah.
It's for SpongeBob SquarePants.
The impact of a sponge bowl routine with ordinary cocktail napkins.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Wow. And the ring fright, the questionable trick, very convincing copper silver transposition with the spare change in your pocket. If I bring it in, I'll do the handkerchief trick for you with the toothpick. You get a toothpick, you lay a handkerchief down on the table, you take a toothpick, you put it in the center of the handkerchief, you fold it over, you snap the toothpick twice, boom, or once, I think once, maybe once, twice, irrelevant, boom. Then you go abracadabra and you roll out the handkerchief, and there's a toothpick in one piece again.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're almost out of time.
Cool.
We're almost out of time. I got 30 seconds, Jim.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I'll just tell you number 1. Number 1 is a self-tying shoelace. You got to see this one. It's only $20. It's the self-tying shoelace.
Have you done
without
that
touching it with your hands? I've never seen that one.
There's a video if you want to see it.
Something from Star Wars or Back to the Future or whatever you have to go. Hey, gang, thanks to you again for listening to AM Ocala Live with your hosts, Larry and Robin, and Midday with Joe. Very, very briefly. This is WOCA Ocala.
Midday with Joe.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. The FBI agent who sent back and forth anti-Trump text messages with a former FBI lawyer he was seeing, Peter Strzok, has now been fired by the Bureau. His attorney says it happened Friday and writes in a statement, the decision to terminate was taken in response to political pressure and to punish Special Agent Strzok for political speech protected by the First Amendment, not on a fair, independent examination of the facts. President Trump tweets, people at the White House hated Omarosa Manigault-Newman. She's released another secretly recorded tape, and this one, she says, it's the president calling her the day after she was fired from the White House by Chief of Staff John Kelly.
Nobody even told me about it. Nobody, they run a big operation, but I didn't know it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
God damn it. I don't love you leaving at all.
That played on NBC's Today Show. Manigault-Newman has written a book critical of the Trump administration. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Are you taking Viagra and tired of paying $50 per tablet? Marley Drug has generic Viagra for just $10 per tablet. $10 for generic Viagra is a savings of $40 per dose. Call now and get free shipping on 10 tablets or more of generic Viagra. Marley Drug is a North Carolina pharmacy licensed in all 50 states. For information, go to marleygenerics.com or call us at 800-452-1760. That's 800-452-1760.
If you wear a denture, are you sure your breath is clean and fresh? Try Polident. It's specifically designed to clean a denture because it's tough on odor-causing bacteria, but gentle on the denture itself. Polident has a 4-in-1 cleaning system with 4 powerful ingredients that work together to deep clean your denture. It kills 99.99% of odor-causing bacteria in laboratory testing and helps to remove stains. Feel confident and clean every day with Polident. Available at Walmart for a low price every day.
These warm summer days are absolutely the best time of the year to plant that tree. And of course, the best place around here to find just the right tree is Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Right now, Bob's summertime blowout sale means you can buy a large tree from a huge selection for as little as $49.99. What's more, you can get a second tree just like it for half price. And how about this? All citrus trees. We're talking orange, tangerine, tangelo, lemon, lime, many others. Prices start as low as $59.99. And you can choose any 3 of Bob's famous camellias ready to bloom this fall for just $99.99. Check the ad at bobwinescamelliagardens.net. Then head on out to Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. They're open daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3 in the same blooming place since 1952.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. Early voting ahead of Florida's primary election begins today in 18 counties. Early voting in Marion County begins this Saturday, the 18th. In Marion County, a contentious movement to, quote, clean the swamp, unquote, of the Marion County School Board has overshadowed the also important races for county commission, state representative, and county judges. Thousands lined Florida's beaches yesterday in a Hands Along the Water event demanding state leaders stop future red tide outbreaks. A candidate for the Florida legislature is being accused of lying about graduating from college and using a fake diploma. A 7-year-old Jacksonville girl died when she was shot in the head by a stray bullet while sitting in a car. Garth Reeves, the publisher of Miami's African-American newspaper, has been inducted into the Florida Press Association's Hall of Fame. And Disney says the Magic Kingdom Railroad would temporarily stop running in December to build a new Tron ride. And that is your news brief from The Source.
She's a pro with heart. Call her at 352-361-8359, and you will know you have the right person.
I'm Angie Umpleby, and I'm looking forward to working with you when you call me at 352-361-8359. That's 352-361-8359.
Hey, baby, it's rodeo time in Ocala. August 31st, September the 1st, 7:30 nightly. The superstars of professional rodeo return to the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. The 36th annual Ocala Shrine Pro Rodeo brings you the best of man, muscle, and a stampede of horsepower. For tickets and information, call 352-402-8808 or check us out at OcalaShrineRodeo.com. Ocala, get ready to ride.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
Can you believe it? School's about to start.
Our teachers and school staff deserve a thank you and a nice welcome back to school.
Honey Baked Ham has a special boxed lunch offer to help schools provide the very best for the very best.
Their special box lunch offer is everything you need for a meal. A sandwich, chips, pickle, cookie, and bottled water or canned soda, all for one price.
And they deliver. Call them now for details. Honey Baked Ham of Ocala, 352-861-0011.
That's 352-861-0011.
Love, courage, truth. Glenn Beck.
All cops are racist! You better face it!
All cops are racist! Cops are racist. Now, these are just counter protesters. These aren't anybody that we should worry about. There are thousands of them on the streets, and some of them actually kidnapping and holding against their will federal agents, but they're just counter protests. They're peaceful protesters. What we should care about are the 24 Nazis that showed up over the weekend for the Unite the Right rally. Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, the right really doesn't want to unite with Nazis. Especially, we have a problem with the anti-Semitism part. We have a problem, I don't know if anybody in the press has noticed this, but it's the left that seems to be against Israel. It is the right that is for Israel and for a Jew's right to live and exist. I don't know if anybody caught that in the media. Yeah, pretty much those on the right do not want to unite with people who hate Jews. I just thought I'd throw that one in. That's just a side note. That one is my free gift to you today. So we also have a problem with, uniting with people who believe in National Socialism. I know. It sounds so Ronald Reagan, but it's actually not. So anyway, 12 people or 24 people show up to this rally and thousands that are dressed in black and carrying signs about, how racist the cops are. Supposedly, this is the peaceful rally this weekend in Charlottesville. Antifa members made their show of force. All cops are racist. They also had cops and Klan go hand in hand. That one's catchy. Isn't that a song? Stu, do you remember? I think that's an American standard. Last year they came with torches. This year they come with badges. That's not quite as good. Not quite as good. And not true. But why would the media want to cover that? When you have 24 Nazis. Clearly a movement that is sweeping the nation. Naturally, they said all these things under the protection of the police. I don't know how our police do it. I really don't know how they stand between Nazis and Antifa. And everybody on both sides hates them. And they have to stand there and protect both sides. God bless our police officers. The Charlottesville protests, or counter-protests as the mainstream media describes them now, supposedly a defiant opposition to this weekend's Unite the Right rally in Washington, D.C., which Vox describes thusly, quote, after last year's disaster in Charlottesville, very few white nationalists showed up to the follow-up rally in Washington, D.C. Now, isn't this a good thing? How is this possibly a disaster? This is a good thing. Now, while the D.C. rally was largely pathetic, Antifa made sure to keep the hatred alive in Charlottesville. Footage has emerged of Antifa protesters assaulting reporters. You know, it's crazy. Who would have seen this coming? Jim Acosta gets up and he's like, hey, they're saying CNN sucks. Their CNN sucks. That could cause violence. And then look what happens. Violence against the press. Except it's from the left. I don't think anybody in Antifa has attended and been cheering at the Donald Trump rallies. I wonder where they got that idea. You and the media should put on your little reporter's hat and put your badge on and say, come on, Judy, we got to go out and find out the real story. Lots of footage. We can't play most of it because there is so much profanity. And not little league profanity. I mean, stuff that nobody should be saying. Some of it at odds with the so-called progressive approach to Antifa, which is surprising to me. I really thought these were good, decent people. Antifa is demanding that their message be heard. Unfortunately, we can't play any of their message because it's filthy. But they're oddly aggressive at a time, that the media is embracing them. Media arrives to document them. Really isn't said anything bad about them. They're saying, we want our message to be heard. And then they cut the wires of the media. So you keep saying you want to be heard. I do not think it means what you think it means. The truly confounding part of it all is the media seems incapable of reporting any facts. First of all, the counter protesters. I mean, that is brilliant use of, passive voice logic, isn't it? So Antifa, they're always the ones acted upon, never the aggressors. No. Not Antifa. They're protesting the protesters. Yes. They seem unable to admit that Antifa and leftist groups like it. And they are hate-spewing, violence-driven threats to our democracy. They just can't bring themselves to say that about Antifa. I don't know why. Here's the truth. They're a cancer. Their ultimate aim is to overthrow America itself. They hate police. Don't take my word for it. Just listen to them. They hate capitalism. They hate America. They hate the press. The odds are they hate you. Yet the media portrays them with the misguided fondness of a clueless parent. Oh, kids will be kids. We'll go into many of these ideas in greater detail later today and tomorrow. But for now, let's just say the sickness that is Antifa is gaining power. The right-wing Nazi movement never really had any power. It was a flash in the pan. Yes, there are Nazis out there. Are they dangerous? Sure. But Antifa is the actual growing threat to the nation right now, and they're gaining power, and we need to at least talk about it. Because who knows? Who knows NBC, ABC, CBS, New York Times? Who knows who they'll be coming for next?
It's Monday, August 13th. This is the Glenn Beck Program.
You know who needs to be silenced? Gavin McInnes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got to be silenced. He said something. I'm not sure what, but he said something recently. And so he's got to be banned. Got to be banned. Well, first of all, Gavin McInnes is he was the co-founder of Vice. And you know what a hate-mongering site that is, right? Okay. He also, he's a comedian. He says some pretty vile things. I'm sure I don't know him. So maybe he is a closeted racist. I don't know. But I've seen a lot of his stuff, and a lot of comedians. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. I mean, God forbid. But he says some things that are, politically incorrect. And I remember a lot of comedians saying a lot of the same stuff. Now, they're all cowards now, so they won't actually say anything that is actually funny. But I don't know if he's a racist or not. He's taken off of Twitter. He was banned this weekend because of his constant call for violence. So
that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
You shouldn't constantly be calling for violence.
Yeah.
I mean, people need to rest. There's all sorts of risks that you would need to take during the day.
Well, I don't think you should call for violence myself.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you should call for violence. But and you know what? I am so supportive of this banning of voices. And by the way, unrelated, 2:30 this afternoon, we're having a book burning. Come on by. Usually we do book signings, but my book is coming out in a couple of weeks. I'll ask you to come and buy that book.
A little buy and burn?
Yeah, well, not my book. This week, we're going to burn books. Then I'm going to put the right kind of book out. Okay? But 2 o'clock this afternoon, join us for the book burning. Anyway, I am so supportive of everybody just banning speech because it's really going to work out. It's going to work out. I mean, there's nothing like if we could just ban all speech that we don't like, then we won't have any idea what's going on around us. When people are just protesting and stuff, you'll be like, what are they protesting? I don't know, because I haven't been able to find out who this group is. It's great. It's great. A lot of healing is coming our way.
It does seem, though, like the only way to really make social media safe is if no words can appear on it. So if we were to just ban people from posting to social media, then there would be no controversial things that would ever be up there, and it would be a safe space for all of us.
You notice that Twitter has gotten worse since they, since they expanded from 144. Was it 144 characters?
140 to 280, right?
Yeah. So 140 characters. It was dangerous at 140. 280. It's insane. That's why
it's like an assault tweet.
That's why
back in the day it was just tweets.
Well, it's a military style tweet. Yeah, it's a military style tweet.
It is.
And so that's why I'm suggesting that it's just 4 characters. No, because
we can't have that.
That's
the one
three characters, okay. 3 character tweets. Okay. And that includes the hashtag and anybody you want to tag to follow to see it.
We should also point out no abbreviations.
No.
Spell out.
No, you have to. Yeah, absolutely.
And no threads.
Yes. Now I fixed Twitter.
Yeah.
Here you just added a couple of things. I thought I had fixed it, but you just added a couple of things. Now it's even better. It's even better.
It will be safe for all of us.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Because I don't know about you, Stu, but I think people are too stupid to figure it out. Don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think
we probably shouldn't be saying this on the national airwaves.
Nah, people are too stupid. They're not going to know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
We need new legislation to ensure a safe and secure society.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you know what I noticed is, so they banned McGinnis, who again I know very little about. I'm not a fan. I don't.
Wasn't his last tweet though? At least that I had read his last tweet before being banned.
It was about violence.
It was about violence.
It said violence in it, did it not?
It did, I think.
Yes.
It basically said, I reject all forms of it and I reject these rallies and et cetera.
Take the word reject out. And what does it say?
All right.
I'm for all forms of violence.
Can you trust people to read entire sentences?
No, you can't.
Every word encapsulated? Even if in this world where we all come together and somehow just pretend that he wasn't calling for violence when he said he was opposing violence. Even then, people could misread it and just become violent because they see the tweet incorrectly.
Well, I tweeted my response to this using my own formula. I tweeted,
Ooh.
And
wait, but I have a question though.
Yes.
That seems like 4 characters if you include the space.
Oh, well,
so if you just did you could just do ith, but I don't know if people would get it.
I did ith, but now I'm remembering that I shouldn't have because we banned abbreviations. So I'm going to retweet. I
like that. I think if we just kind of had. I mean, 1 letter is enough, isn't it? Do you need more than 1 letter?
Well, it could be 2. You have to include those who want to say me. You know what I mean?
I will say, I don't think I would get any less out of Twitter if this was actually implemented.
Really?
I'd kind of be as worthless to me as it is now.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait a minute. You're saying that I'm trying to get my arms around this. You're saying that the world does not revolve around what people say on Twitter?
It's funny. Every time
you think about this, before you say this, think about this.
No, I know. I see this all the time. Reporters do this constantly. And they always tweet about it, which I always find to be interesting. Where they just drop off of Twitter for like 2 days. And then they come back on. And I just spent 48 hours away from Twitter. And I've realized that in the real world, people aren't talking about the things we're talking about here.
Right.
There's not the constant outrage on everyone who hates each other.
Right.
And then they come back on Twitter to tell us this story.
Right.
But that I guess we're all supposed to react by leaving Twitter. I don't know what we're supposed to do with this information.
Well, it'll all be solved when we ban it. Well, no, not ban it. We just say you can't. You can only have 3 characters.
We are for free speech, just free speech within 3 characters or less.
Yes,
and no abbreviations,
unless that speech is deemed something we don't like, and or / anybody saying it that we do like. So, in other words, I want to keep our options open. So, I might say, "Hey, Stu, you can't say that," but I can say, this guy over here. I love him. He can say that. He started a foundation. They're marching in the streets, beating up anybody who doesn't say that. I'm going to leave him on. Okay, but I can ban.
That seems fair because I violated a stated policy, or
because I'm Jack.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool to be Jack.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, people say to me all the time. They greet me in the morning. What do they say?
Hi, Glenn.
No. I'm Jack. What did they say?
Oh, hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. Right? Free speech. Hi, Jack. It all is beginning to make sense now, isn't it?
You can always say that word freely wherever you want.
Well,
don't quote me on that if you're going to an airport.
My people can say that. My people can say that. And it's because that's what I'm doing to free speech. Taking it to Cuba. Sponsor this half hour is Blinds.com. Blinds.com knows it's, some people have a hard time picturing, what their house is going to look like with new blinds or window coverings. I'm telling you, it makes a huge, how much of a difference did it make, just putting the shutters on your house?
Incredible difference. It really is the way to change your entire house without having to change your entire house.
Okay, you know why? You know why his house is worth more just with the shutters? Because now none of the neighbors can see Stu from the outside. It's completely blocked from the outside.
Am I responsible for being fully clothed inside my house all the time?
I'm just saying. Before the shutters, the neighbors were saying, can we just take sheets of plywood and nail them up over the windows? And that would have improved the quality of the neighborhood. But
it's freeing. Okay.
Right.
It's freeing to walk around like that.
So anyway, he got the shutters, the plantation shutters. And the great thing about Blinds.com is they actually talked him into shutters that cost less. They're like, those are really good, but you don't really need them. Those are more expensive, and these are better.
Yeah, and they were right. I mean, they're fantastic.
I mean, who does that? What salesperson does that? The salespeople at Blinds.com. They're going to guide you through to find the right thing for your house. Go to Blinds.com/Beck today. Blinds.com/Beck. Now through August 14th, you can buy 2 and get 1 free site-wide, plus an additional 5% off your purchase when you use the promo code Beck. Again, buy 2, get 1 free site-wide, plus take an additional 5% off at Blinds.com. Blinds.com. Promo code Beck. Rules and restrictions to apply.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
I'm Nick Soboleski, a Select Quote agent with a true story that could save you hundreds of dollars a year. A woman named Linda just called. Her husband, Ray, has a $300,000 group life insurance policy, but is changing jobs and can't take it with him. Well, I shopped the many highly rated term life insurance companies we represent and found Ray, who is 41 and takes medication to control his cholesterol, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $27 a month. That's almost twice the coverage for less than half of what he had paid. If SelectQuote hasn't shopped for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-350-8989. That's 800-350-8989. 800-350-8989. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Those warm weather deals just keep getting better and better at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Scan this week's supersize ad and you'll find these super specials and more. Bob's famous sun and shade-loving camellias in the #1 size, regularly $24.99 for just $12.99. Hummingbird and butterfly plants, everybody's favorite, they're regularly priced to $14.99, now just half price at $7.99. A brand new selection of those dwarf, ever-blooming, red ruffle azaleas, still just $3.99. All crepe myrtles, yes, I said all crepe myrtles, are buy one, get one free. How about those deals? Now check them all out and the big ad at bobwinescamelliagardens.net. Then go to Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. Daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Have you ever looked at a homeless person and wondered what it's like to walk in their shoes? I'm Carla with Interfaith, and we're hosting a 1-mile walk to benefit our homeless shelter and raise awareness for our homeless friends. This is a walk that will change you for good. To learn more, visit our Facebook page, Walk a Mile in My Shoes 2018, or the Interfaith website at iesmarion.org. Take a walk with me on September 1st. The person you will impact the most is you.
With a graduate degree in management and leadership from Webster University, there'll never be a better time for you to explore what's next in your career. Classes are scheduled so you can continue your normal workday routine, and the accelerated program means a new term starts about every 10 weeks. If you're looking to gain a broad general management and leadership perspective, then Webster University's Management and Leadership degree program is the right one for you. It's all a part of what's next at Webster University.
Go to webster.edu/manage, accredited by ACBSP.
Glenn Beck.
You know what we need is we need like a Twitter czar, a social media czar. That's what we need. That's what we're missing. Somebody who is unelected that can